Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. In this episode of FC Recco, I'm going to be talking about Director's Diaries by Rakesh Anand Bakshi. Yes, he is the son of the famous lyricist Anand Bakshi. So in this book, the author talks to a number of filmmakers and tracks down their origin stories, so to speak. That is, starting from their childhood, their younger days, and stopping at the point where they made their first film. The directors are mostly from the Hindi film industry. Anurag Basu, Ashutosh Gowarikar, Farah Khan, Govind Nihalani, Imtiaz Ali, Mahesh Bhatt, Prakash Jha, Subhash Ghai, Tigmanshu Dhulia, Vishal Baradwaj and Zoya Akhtar. And we have one filmmaker from the south, Santosh Sivan. Each chapter is an interview or conversation form with a particular filmmaker, and each chapter is preceded by a quote, an often quite beautiful quote that is taken from the conversation itself. Now check out the quote in Anurag Basu's chapter. Filmmaking is like entering a dark tunnel with a small torch. Whether you're making your first film or any other, the path is mostly dark, and gradually, as you proceed with a lighted torch, you see only a part of the way ahead of you and a little around you, but you will never be able to see all the way. No one can see the end of the tunnel. All you have often is just one beam of light to follow. What I like about this book is it's a very good entry point into the world of a director, what a director does. There are lots of very important basic questions asked. For instance, the author asks Ashutosh Gowarikar why a director is necessary for an actor. He asks Govind Nihalani how a director works with an art director. He asks Imtiaz Ali if he read a lot as a child, and he asks Mahesh Bhatt about budgeting and gets a typically Mahesh Bhattian answer. I keep telling directors who keep fantasizing about an ideal state where money would not strangle their artistic flight that it is an absurd dream. Even the womb is a limited space, and the birth of a child happens within that limited space. Even the dance of life takes place in a limited space. No being is given multiple wombs from where to create an offspring. That is the reference for the limited amount a director can spend on creating the world of his or her film. These questions give a lot of room for the directors to improvise their answers, and you get a glimpse of the director's personalities too. For instance, the author asks Santosh Sivan why it is important for actors to get comfortable with a cinematographer, and you may think that's a very obvious answer, right? But listen to what Santosh Sivan has to say. It is important that actors are comfortable with a cinematographer because most of the time the actors' apprehensions arise from their sense of insecurity about their appearance. When I read this line, it was so illuminating, because when you think of actors, you think about, maybe they're thinking about where to stand in front of the camera, where to stand in relation to the lighting, but it is basically about their appearance, and that reassurance is what matters first. Seeing so many of these quotes, you just feel that only this particular director could have said it. For example, Zoya Akhtar says, shots can change, other things can change, but the feeling of what you want to achieve should not change. Filmmaking is a journey to that feeling. By the end of the book, we feel that for most of these filmmakers, filmmaking or direction is not a destination, it is a journey that continues long after they make their first film. So that's it for this episode of FC Recco. See you in the next episode. Until then, keep watching Film Companion South.